Hello, my name is Mohamed Adel. I am a CRM and CAS technical consultant engineer at Medtronic Egypt. Today we will discuss CRYO console catheter system and whole component of CRYO ablation. First thing, this is a component of CRYO ablation. The console is the main component, and the connection box and gas or coaxial umbilical and electrical umbilical and flex gas and balloon. The main thing in the procedure is the refrigerant tank. The refrigerant tank is how CRYO is freeze the balloon. The CRYO console contains a refrigerant tank filled with pressurized liquid nitrous oxide, N2O. The cooling effect is produced by the refrigerant undergoing a phase change from liquid to gas in the tip chambers of the catheter. The gas N2O cools while expanding Joule-Thomson effect and absorb heat from the surrounding tissue. The vaporized N2O removed through a scavenging hose connecting to the hospital scavenging system. This is the Gen 5 CRYO console of Medtronic, and this is how the liquid gas N2O go to the tip of catheter. This is the component of the CRYO balloon. We have an inner diameter and inner balloon and outer balloon and guide wire and thermocouples and injection tube and injection coil. The injection coil is responsible of change the N2O gas from liquid phase to gas phase. Every CRYO balloon have 8 refrigerant jets, 2 in each quad to ensure uniform cooling. The last version of CRYO balloon was AFA Pro, has a 5.5 millimeter shorter tip. Shortened tip designed to improve the ability to maneuver in the left atrium, navigate pulmonary vein anatomy, and observe increased time to isolate. Unchanged temperature profile, position of the injection coil, thermocouple, and fluoroscopic marker maintain the same position under the inflated balloon in the AFA Pro and AFA. This is the handle of balloon. We have a deflection lever and push button to stretch the balloon after freezing, and guide wire, port and coaxial connector and electrical connector. After each CRYO freezing, we have to stretch the CRYO balloon to allow us to put it in flex gas or in sheath. And the push button who responsible about stretching the balloon after each freezing. We have 3 types of flex gas in Medtronic portfolio. First one is flex gas advanced, and it's the most common one. It have an inner diameter 12 French and outer diameter 15 French. And the main factor of this catheter is unidirectional. The second one is flex gas contour. It's have bidirectional movement with 90 degrees and have the same component of flex gas advance. The last version of flex gas is flex gas cross. Flex gas cross is integrated transeptal dilator and needle at the same catheter. So we don't have to change with transeptal sheath and needle to put the flex gas on the wire. The FlexCast cross integrated dilator needle that is length matched to your select sheath, and after you get the puncture, you retract the needle into the catheter and go to left atrium and insert the balloon. The FlexCast cross transeptal solution is the first and the only transeptal access system specifically engineered to pair with leading transeptal sheaths, including the Medtronic FlexCast. FlexCast advanced triple sheath to enable zero exchange and speed the workflow. The third component at the procedure is the Achieve or mapping catheter. We have a 3-module of Achieve or 3 diameter of Achieve, and the most common one is Achieve 20 millimeter diameter. The first one is 15 millimeter with 8 electrodes, and the 20 millimeter have 8 electrodes too, and the 25 millimeter have 10 electrodes, but all of this catheter use the same Achieve cable which connected to PIM box. The difference between the Achieve and Achieve Advance and the Achieve is electrode wires inside stainless steel hypo tube, and Achieve Advance stainless steel solid core and electrode wires covered with a polyamide jacket. Achieve Advance allow us to cardiovert the patient during the procedure without remove the Achieve from the patient, but only recommendation we have to disconnect Achieve Advance mapping catheter from the catheter connection cable before cardiovert. Only disconnect the cable, but the Achieve Advance still inside the patient or inside the FlexCast. The old one you have to pull back the Achieve out the patient. The second recommendation is disconnect the CRYO balloon electrical connection before cardioversion, and after you cardiovert, you connect two cables to Achieve and balloon. We have a safety system at the CRYO Console Gen 5 and CRYO Console Nitron last generation of Medtronic CRYO. The console immediately stops the refrigerant injection, and the console deflates the balloon, and remain refrigerant is suctioned back into the console by constant vacuum. The system notes is displayed on the monitor when he detects any inappropriate fault on the CRYO console. We have a pressure sensor at the outer balloon, and the blood detection sensor, and the pressure relief valve and flow monitoring. All of these sensors are a safety system to save the patient from anything harm. We have a manual retraction kit. The manual retraction kit is used in case inflation of the balloon with the console is not possible. We can use the manual retraction kit, and after we inflate the balloon manually, we can freeze by the console. And every console should be stored in the console together. Every one stereo manual retraction kit should be stored in the console together with the manual retraction kit assembly guide. CRYO procedure. After we set up a CRYO console and confirm all supplies are available, gain vascular access, place standard diagnostic and pacing catheter, gain transeptal access, exchange the sheath over the guide wire, we inflate the balloon. After we inflate the balloon, procedure endpoint that isolate off all the pulmonary veins. Average procedure duration from 1 hour to 1.5 hours, and we have in Egypt cases finished before 1 hour with Dr. Mervat and Dr. Said. Various dosing strategies are used: 4 minutes or 3 minutes time to isolate based dosing, single or double freezing, bonus freeze after isolation. Suggested ablation sequence is start from left superior pulmonary vein to left inferior pulmonary vein clockwise to right inferior pulmonary vein, and the last one is right superior pulmonary vein. And this sequence prevent to phrenic nerve injury, and because the most common pulmonary vein you can injure the phrenic nerve is the right superior pulmonary vein. So we prefer to ablate it at the end of the procedure. Sedation and anticoagulation according to hospital standard and consent document. First thing, you position achieve recording baseline signal and inflate the balloon, and make sure that you occlude the vein correctly and ablate, so 4 minutes or 3 minutes to time to isolate. And after the temperature reach to your set temperature, the most time is 4 minutes. The freezing off automatically and start thawing the ice from the balloon. After that, we can pass from the achieve to confirm the exit block, or pass from CS to confirm the entrance block. At this picture, we start freezing with, at this phase, we have a potential of pulmonary vein, and after we start freezing, the potential gone at the end of 4 minutes. And the most common time of potential or isolate the vein became 60 seconds. The last one is the phrenic nerve injury. Phrenic nerve, we can mapping the phrenic nerve by passing on from CS catheter and put your hand on the chest on the patient to test the phrenic nerve if the balloon or the inflation make a phrenic nerve injury. The last slide is about CMAP, or compound motor action potential. CMAP recording monitors the electrical activity of the diaphragmatic muscles during phrenic nerve pacing by observing surface ECG signal from strategically placed electrodes. Surface ECG leads right arm and left arm lead one are placed on the patient chest. Reduction of the CMAP amplitude during cryoablation provides early warning of impending phrenic nerve injury. Ablation should be immediately stopped if there is a reduction of CMAP amplitude. And the safety or handling nitrous oxide hazard is minimized. We recommend to minimize exposure to nitrous oxide to prevent short-term behavior and long-term reproductive health effect. And the last one is you have to wear eye protection and skin protection when you change the tank. And thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Mohamed Adel, for this complete presentation, and we have the hard responsibility to introduce my friend Mohamed Musallami to talk about the case report avec high complexity, and we hope